family involved, and the debate continues over what the public will and won't see when it comes to the Tyre Nichols case. Attorneys for the 5 officers charged in Nichols' death were back in court today, this time fighting over the release of video and other evidence to the media. WREG's April Thompson was in court and has more on how close you are to seeing for yourself what happened the night Tyre Nichols was beaten.
The 5 former officers charged in the Tyre Nichols case weren't in court Friday, but their 5 attorneys were. This was about what attorneys want to keep out of the media before the case goes to trial.
The media is a surrogate for the public. They can't be here every day, but the more they can know about high-profile criminal trials, the better.
The attorney for the Media Coalition wants to overturn 2 orders. One that prohibits releasing the personnel file of one of the officers who had previously worked as a correctional officer in Shelby County. The other order prohibits the city of Memphis from releasing video, audio, and reports related to the Tyre Nichols case, particularly what's called the Garrity interviews, which are case interviews the officers had to do as a part of their employment or lose their jobs.
We have what could be as many as 17 employees of the city who have had administrative investigations that are related to this proceeding.
Attorneys went back and forth over whether releasing the information would violate the former officers' rights.
That should not be given to the media. Those are constitutionally protected, compelled statements.
Judge James Jones finally asked prosecutors to create a list of things they plan to use in trial and then give that list to defense attorneys to see if they have any objections. Things that the defense doesn't object to will be released publicly.
Every single other time, in my experience, they say we can't comment on that. Now, all of a sudden, for political reasons, they want to dump everything out there. It's not right, it's not fair, it's never done, and it's never done for a reason.
While the defense calls this political, the district attorney says it's about transparency.
I think the fact that there has been an increase in transparency in these types of cases is a good thing and not something to be criticized. I don't think that necessarily means that it is quote-unquote political, whatever that means. I think it's just an increase in transparency, which is much needed in these kinds of officer-involved fatality cases, precisely because there's such a lack of public trust right now.
But right now, there is still no timeline on when you would actually be able to see the hours of additional video and materials related to one of the most publicized cases in Memphis history. April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
Well, the judge set June 5th as the deadline for the DA's office to come up with its evidence list to be used at trial. The defense attorneys then have until June 23rd to file objections. The release of items, if any, to the public could happen anytime after that.